I've chosen to do my instructional video on Kahoot, which teachers can get a free account online. You can sign up for free, and students don't have to have an account at all. Basically what it does is you can create quizzes, discussion boards, surveys, which can be used as either a warm-up or maybe an assessment or a closing for, like, you know, a lesson or a unit. But I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and I'm going to demonstrate what I've done. So what I did was I actually created a survey as well as a quiz to demonstrate for you. So how students are going to use this would potentially be placed on your smart board. And students are either going to use their Chromebooks or their iPads. The iPad, obviously, you're going to have to get an app for, but if you're just going to, use your Chromebook, all you have to do is go to kahoot.com and you'll enter this thing called a game pin, which I'll show you how to do. So I'm going to do the survey one first. So this is the survey that I made, which was just who was the better poet of the semester or within the unit. And so students are just going to basically let me know if it's like a poem that they like or maybe it's something that they didn't like. But so say, for instance, a student is using their iPad. They're going to get the Kahoot app. Hold on, a little bit of technical difficulty. Okay. So once I have this placed on like my smart board for my students to see, you can either play one of two ways. You can do player versus player, which is students are doing this individually, or you can do it by teams if you wanted to. And that's also with like quizzes. But for this reason, we're just going to do classic. We'll do player versus player. And you're going to start. Now, I wish I had a class full of students, but because we only are going to have one, we are just going to put this in here, 742821. Okay, and we're just going to make this person's name Barrick. This is my student, Barrick. Okay, so what's going to happen is after all of your students have, put in their game pin, all their names are going to show up here. Once all the students have signed up, you can go ahead and hit start, and it'll appear on their app. Which poem was your favorite during this unit? So 4 specific poems, which 2 of which were by Robert Frost, 1 by Langston Hughes, and the other by Maya Angelou. So we're just going to say that this student's favorite was The Road Not Taken. Okay, wait for it to all show up, and basically you'll have all of the students, what they've put, and you'll see whether or not which one was their favorite versus obviously what was something that they didn't really like. Okay, and that's how you can do like a survey. So now that we're done with that one, we are going to go back and I'm going to show you how to do a quiz. So since I decided to do mine on textual evidence, I just made a quiz based off like where's your proof, which is just showing, maybe doing like a warm-up to review the unit's vocabulary. So let me turn this back on, get back onto the Kahoot, and we're going to play this one. It'll go up onto your smart board. And this time we're going to try, well, let's just say we're going to play teams. Okay, get your team ready. Whoops. Play team mode, where is? Oh, start. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. All right. 1, they're going to put in their game pin. Okay. All right, and let's see, team mode. Okay, this is the one they're going to do. And we're going to have Bree in here, Barrick. Oh, I guess it's Barrick's team. Okay, and Bob. So they typically can pick like their own like name, say they wanted to be like the Bears, and then they have their group numbers here. So there's your heads up. This is like the names on the screen. It'll show each group, and then we're going to start it. And it also gives like 5 seconds for the groups to like come up with their answer. So, which is not a meaning for infer. Okay, it gives the team time to talk. And let's just say this team is going to choose this answer, which is to show that something is not true or correct. And then they also, on their answer streaks, you can show where they are scoring. So they're almost like in a competition with each other if they are in groups. So let's go ahead and go to the next. So it also will show the group and their scoring, what they're making. So what is textual evidence? Gives them time. Whoop. Got to make sure you keep that on there. Okay. This group is going to choose this one. Keep going through here. And it shows the score each time so they can keep up with, you know, who is scoring the highest and who's in the lead. Okay, a conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning is what? Team is discussing. They have chosen that it is an inference. And this team is just scoring. And of course I had to make one. Who is the best teacher in all of 7th grade? And I would hope that as my team talks, that they will think that it is Miss Mack. They're gonna hit the red, excuse me. So this was their final score. If there were other groups here, you would see what their scores were as well. And that is essentially how you use a Kahoot. Teachers can make quizzes and all those, and discussion forums and surveys, and I think it'll be very beneficial for the students in their classroom. Thanks.